Well, well, well. It's been a long time. We flip a few settings real fast, guys, and we'll get rolling tonight with after a while. It's been a bit since we've done an episode of the Hunting with Friends podcast. I'm here with one awesome person. We're a little bit short-staffed tonight, so I'll let her introduce herself. She might be AFK. Kino? Hello? Oh no. I'm all alone. What's happening?
I'm lagging.
Lagasp. And now we wait. There we go. All right, so I'll let you introduce yourself. So it's all good to go. I don't know how laggy her audio is or her stuff is. So we'll let me check something real fast. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. I guess my only thing is question mark. Does this work? I promise we did this beforehand and checked and made sure that all things are going. Let us find out. Ooh, connection dropping. That's not good. We may have to pause for a moment and redo some connections. It's odd. Because it was working just fine prior to this. Let me check some stream stuff. Certainly isn't a good look for us. None of my notifications are saying we've dropped, so we dropped a few frames. Other than that, nothing out of the ordinary, though. That's really strange. Oof. Yeah, I mean, Kino is in that part of California where a connection might be a little bit off. I need to go to events. Yeah, so she's saying it's a bit windy outside, so we may have to hold off on that. We'll see if it you want to try reconnecting to Discord at the very least and see if that fixes it. I'll get our quest set up today. We'll do here. Anyway, welcome everyone to the Hunting with Friends podcast, episode 3, or the Redux episode 3. Sorry for the technical difficulties. This is a bit unexpected, but we'll work through it nonetheless. It's been a while, unfortunately, and that is simply because there have been some... Hello! Can you hear me now? I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you dropping in and out.
Let me try reconnecting to Discord. We'll see if that fixes it. Yay, technical difficulties. Alright, testing now.
Hello.
Alright, this sounds like it's much better. Although it does look like you have disconnected from the server. Or from the...
Oh, shit. A lot of technical difficulties that just randomly happening now.
Everything was working fine prior to this. What is this bullshit?
I know, what luck, such bad luck.
Well, while we're waiting, thank you to Bizarre Coyote and Bladewing771 for the follows. We really appreciate that. And so currently tonight, it's just me and Kino. Chen has got some stuff he's taking care of, so he'll be out. And we have no guest. As I was mentioned before, we had I had a family issue that required my full attention. Yeah, so that's still kind of going on, but we're back in a semi-regular stream of things, so we'll see if things get much better on that front. That being said, we have a lot of cool things to talk about tonight, specifically Iceborne stuff, such as launch dates for the PC version of the game, as well as some cool things that I have been able to accomplish, and the current update, major update number 1 for Iceborne for consoles that is already out and is awesome. Holy cow. I cannot gush about that particular update enough. It's really good. It added a lot of great stuff, and some things that were not necessarily bad, just things I don't particularly care about, because it's not really my my bag, but they fixed a lot of the issues I had with Iceborne, and I didn't have a whole lot of issues. But yeah, so we're gonna roll with that real fast. We're just gonna wait for Kino real quick. She's joining back in now, and so we should have her up and running without too terribly much left to go here.
Sorry about that. Just really bad internet connection lately.
I mean, it's not really your fault. There's the power company as well has kind of been cutting power across your state.
Yes, because of all the wildfires.
Yeah, and in my city, we had a massive tornado that went through and demolished large portions of the rich people district, or one of the rich people districts. So multiple multi-million-dollar houses completely destroyed. In addition to one of the buildings at the storage facility that I store my stuff at. Luckily, it was not the building I store my things in. Alright, so that being said, we're gonna start off with doing some event quests tonight. I'm not gonna lie, my skills in non-Iceborne Monster Hunter World are probably going to be pretty lackluster and all. So it will not be it will not show off my 14 years or so experience with this game. Not with this game particularly, with this franchise, I should say. We'll give it a shot and see if we can actually make this work. I'm so used to Clutch Claw and Loyal Thunder, which is the new basically it's the new Tear Off Assault Glutton. It's the Zenogre heavy bowgun for Iceborne, and it's really good. It's really good. I didn't bring cool drinks because I'm an idiot. Luckily, there should be some in the box.
Every day.
There should be some in the box, though. I got really used to Heat Guard on my gear, too. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, wait, never mind. I don't need cool drinks. I have Heat Guard.
This is a huge dodo. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah,
He's so big chunk.
This is the USJ quest with Dodo and Azerothos.
Actually, have not done this one.
I have not either. So this should be a fun quest. Oh my God, he's bigger than the Chungus.
He's huge.
Oh, come on, I have a shield on this gun. I guess I was just still in an animation. I'm also used to the ridiculous sets you can make in Iceborne, like the Guard 5 3-shield spread shot heavy bowgun that still does ridiculous damage.
Soon, January 9th.
Yes, so officially this week they announced the release date for the PC version of Monster Hunter World Iceborne, January 9th. It's pretty hype. I am very excited. That was a terrible shot. But I am very excited for that game on PC. Stupid freaking Barnos, get out of my way. These shots are expensive. There we go. Get KO'd. Alright, incoming cluster shot. Oh, that's a Zerothlos. He's really tiny! Look at him! He's so small!
Oh.
Him's a small boy. Oh, I should probably put on my mantles. That might be important. I will say it does feel really good to be able to cluster bomb again. They kind of neutered it in Iceborne, so it's not like you sit underneath the monster and laugh until things die. Oh, it's dead. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. That was not my intention.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
We have done this whole I cluster bomb, you get blasted off into oblivion many times.
It's a mutual relationship.
I make explosions, you get exploded. It is the way of things. It is known. Okay, so I guess we're gonna go sticky level 2s. Also, by the way, Iceborne. So let's talk about some Iceborne stuff, since that has been my main game of the last month and a half or so, or 2 months since it came out. It is so fun. So we talked about kind of a bit on past episodes how the Guiding Lands is kind of your in-game, and it's this very cool infinite. Oh, we put it to sleep, I guess. Wow, how did that not wake it up? I don't know where the head is.
Somewhere in Dodo's body.
I'm just going to guess that it's right here. I also didn't bring Wyvern shots. We're going to be breaking this with spread ammo.
Oh, you want me to go for it?
Oh, yeah, you go for it. I forgot about that. Yeah. We have a great sword. I don't have to be bad. But, so obviously Rajang came out with the most recent update, as well as some upgrades to the guiding lands that were pretty cool. So they actually added a new zone. So there's now a volcanic zone. It's only actually a couple of areas, but at the same time, it's still a very, very cool place. It fits it really well, and it just makes the guiding lands that much bigger. They've also added in, obviously, Rajang, as well as all the volcanic monsters are now available to fight in the guiding lands. Or at least most of them. I've encountered most of them so far. So this has added some very cool stuff. I actually recently hit Master Rank 69, so I've got access to...
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's actually a pretty big milestone, too. I've accessed, or I will very soon have access to all of the 4 post-game monsters. Oh, it's limping. We could trap it. I've got shock traps. Do you have tranks?
I do.
Okay, so we'll let it land. It'll shock trap it, and then we'll just beat it to death then.
Got it.
Oh, it's just continuing to run. But yeah, so it's a so basically right now I'm trying to focus on getting Gold Rothian, because about 3/4 of the melee weapons in the game, Gold Rothian is best in slot for them. It's very high raw, white sharpness, which there are purple in Iceborne, but it's starting to look like purple because of the limited amount you get is actually not it's not as big of a damage bonus as it has been in past games. So it's kind of just a get back here. It's kind of just a nice bonus. But the Rothian weapon has lots of white. It has what's it called? It's got it's poison and tons of raw, and so it's overall it ends up being a really, really powerful weapon. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Holy cow! This is literally unplayable. This is so much recoil. Oh man, but it's so that's kind of my big focus right now, and then I'll be unlocking Silver Rothlos, because Silver Rothlos armor is like 4 pieces of it, like basically minus the helmet, is pretty much required for every elemental bow build in the game, because 4-piece Silver Rothlos is true crit element. And then like I'm trying to think of some other things that are going, and then I want to get Brute Tigrex after that, because you've got the chest plate is really good. Rajang armor-wise, so this has been something that's been kind of looked over by different other like YouTubers and stuff like that, and streamers. It's looking like right now the beta helmet's pretty much best in slot for heavy bowgunners or any bowgunners. We were already using the full Garanjanath helm, so this is just a better full Garanjanath helm. So it's easy enough. The waist is pretty good. The 2-piece bonus is ballistics or mind's eye ballistics, so it's pretty strong. The rest of the set, not so great. It looks cool, but it's just not an amazing set. And it doesn't actually shift the meta that much away from Master's Touch and things for melee or anything like that. Oh, hey, I got a Azure Stargem. Oh, that's the special reward. Never mind. I'm dumb. And there's our gold crowns for those, with looks like a maximum size dodo.
Huge boy.
He's the bigger boy, the biggest of boys. But yeah, it's there's been so much cool stuff to do in Iceborne, and I cannot wait to share with all you guys. I didn't go back to camp. Rest in peace. Share with all you guys on PC, those of you who have not played it yet. And I may do some streaming on PS4 as well. I have to just do some shifting around of some things in my room to get that to work better. But it's well on its way. It's well on its way. And the game itself is just so much fun. And I'll probably say that 26 times tonight. They've done a fantastic job, and I cannot wait to see what they do next. So that being said, Kino, we're expecting another new monster in December. Do you think it's going to be a monster that is brought back, or do you think it's going to be an actual brand new monster?
I hope it's a brand new monster, but with the way it's been going, I think it'll be Fatalis.
I'm not so sure about that. Like, I think of all the monsters they could bring back, I think Fatalis is the one I would want them to bring back the least.
My argument is because there's a Japanese event going on in the next few weeks where they have an extremely like world rendered Fatalis, and it's going to be shown on a huge monitor with updated graphics and everything.
It's possible. I don't know. That could be a Trojan horse though. Like it's there as the obvious answer that's not the actual real thing that's going on, which is kind of what I'm hoping. Like, to me, it's kind of sad for them to do Fatalis again. I mean, I was never a huge fan of that fight, even in the base game, like Monster Hunter. So I don't know. I kind of want to see a new monster. I would like them to do a G-rank siege fight, even if they bring back Lao Shenlong and make him the new siege monster. That would be so no. So when I say that, I mean a full rework of Lao Shenlong, not the current Lao Shenlong, like a full rework to be a Kulv'Dara style siege monster. I think that would be really, really cool. We are going
Coral Waltz.
Yes, Coral Waltz. All right, I'm glad you've got that up because I'm having to like flip through different things and see it. I have like 17 different windows open. I'm going to change weapon for this, I think, because bowgun is fun, but I bowgun all the time. And so it is probably better, especially in a 4-monster hunt, that I simply use something more melee-focused. I don't remember if I completed my melee sets in this game, but we'll find out. I did. Oof. Man, that is a garbage spread build. Ooh, that's just like looking through my sets like, this is bad. This is also bad. This is bad too. Holy crap, how did I play like this? It does feel really weird to be able to have these in-game meta sets for Iceborne. Like, I've got my spread set pretty much done. I'm still missing 2 spread jewels, which sucks, because they're really rare. And I cannot get them to drop. At the same time, though, like that's not a huge thing to be able to have to farm for. My Master's Touch melee set is done. It's ready to go. There's a couple changes I could make to it by adding in a different chest piece, generally the Brood Tigrex one, but I'm not super concerned about that. Oh, I didn't actually. Oh, I did bring stuff. Cool. Rip it. Give me. It's kind of weird too to see like how I play and how I interact with the environment in the base game, like having played Iceborne. So like for me, finding slinger ammo is now like a high priority compared to like in the base game. I didn't care like at all. And while my slinger ammo doesn't necessarily do anything, it's definitely it's a very different, almost different play style. If that makes sense.
I've yet to play, but I look forward to all the things.
I mean, there's so much cool stuff you can do. I think I mentioned it a bit earlier when we were talking before the show. The hammer, Clutch Claw Hammer, is so stupidly fun to play.
This is a really big pink Rothian.
I am fighting a much more reasonably sized Iziaku if you want to run and come help me here. Also, I managed to... I think I might have talked about this in the last episode, too. There was actually... Elemental crit draw greatsword is a thing again, and it's weird to think about that, because it hasn't been a thing in so long. And Elemental Greatsword's been a meme for huge amounts of time, like the entirety of Monster Hunter. But it's just, it's such a fun set to play too. Like I recently got it mostly ready to go with a few changes because I don't have the focus decos I need. But you really can't go wrong with just ridiculous spread guns. Man, if I could hit... You can tell I don't play Greatsword that often because I just can't hit this thing. Okay. And... Oh. Nope, this is garbage. And for those of you who are new, the reason why Kino doesn't talk as much is because she's got push talk on, just to kind of offset just the room she's in. There we go. Let's get the mount. And so there will be a lot of commentary from me and a little more from her between quests.
I will try to talk. Especially when I don't know much about Iceborne.
Yeah, it'll make a lot more sense when you actually click and play the game there, because there's so much cool stuff in Iceborne. Like it's also nice because there's and while I mentioned earlier the pink Rothian weapons are I'm sorry, not pink Rothian, the gold Rothian weapons are basically best in slot for any weapon that can make it. There's still so many options to play and so many play styles available for each weapon type that like elemental charge blade is a thing, elemental crystal greatsword is a thing. Raw dual swords is apparently a thing, although not necessarily as amazing as you'd hope it would be. There's a raw dragon piercer bow is a thing, which I thought was quite odd. Stuff like that, where it's stuff you'd never have expected to be part of the game or to be a viable setup, is actually playable and is like good, like actually powerful. There's so many good options for stuff like that. Like it's a great time to play Monster Hunter. And it occurs to me,
it's been the most popular it has been.
Yeah, I mean, and Iceborne has just made it better. Like that's the best part. On a side note, I just realized I have never hunted high ranks as Yaku in this character. All of the items I'm getting are new. Alright. I am coming to help with the Pink Rothian.
She is limping, so she's going to sleep.
Wow, that was fast. I suppose I really shouldn't be surprised, but...
In other sad news, we have like 4 more weeks till the final end of Frontier.
Yeah, that's a bit surreal almost. I'm gonna shift over back to a different tab real fast. All right, so we have sorry, I believe a bunch of comments from the chat too, and I'll be reading through those in just a second. Sorry about that, guys. I had it on a different tab for some reason. But yeah, it's almost surreal to think about that. This is a game that. It's the game that started this podcast initially, and it was a very fun game. I won't say it was initially a good game because it was a grindy pay to win nightmare in some cases, but I met a lot of cool people on that game. I have a lot of good memories of that game and the monsters we fought and the memory and the making of the memories that I have. Like it's kind of sad to see it go, even though it was in some ways a pay-to-win piece of garbage.
I mean, if you can still get through with all the good sets without having to pay to win.
Yeah, and they kind of fix that in the end game, but getting to those sets now is so much more difficult than it should be because the level of grind you need to access G rank is. When I quit, I was Hunter rank 600. I had 120 plus. I think I had 200 plus style rank in at least one weapon. And
where are you at, Grav?
I'm coming. Oh, is it not? Oh crap! It's down. I'm in the wrong area.
Yeah, area 10.
Okay, I'll be there at some point in the semi-immediate future. Just kill it. Just kill it. I'll be there soon-ish.
But she's so big.
And you've done perfectly so far. All right, let me go. While I'm traveling and zoning out and in my nostalgia, let me read through some of these this message in the chat. Yeah, so Blade Wing's hoping for something brand new. Bizarre Coyote says they should bring back Fatalis, but if they do, it should be the last DLC. And I kind of agree with that. I think it would make a good end monster if they're really going to bring it back. And you're right, this is a really big Rothian. That would make a lot of sense to have it be the end DLC for it. Simply just as a good finisher for the game. And then with any luck, when the new Monster Hunter launches, or when the next Monster Hunter launches for Gen 5 consoles, we'll hopefully get some very cool stuff there. I can't clutch Claw, and it makes me sad.
Speaking of flagships, I've been doing all the Frontier flagships in doodle form.
You guys should check that out, by the way. I'll link her Facebook page in the chat when we get done tonight, because it is very, very cool. As well as some honorable mentions, such as Best Crab Tycoon Zamaza. That monster had its own arena. Like, it was a 3-story arena that was... Like, it was such a fun fight, and we'd, like, break through into different stages, and I remember, like, when it first came out, so much fun.
I love its defibrillator. Like, its defibrillator move was just so, in its last stage.
Oh, yeah, it was so cool. And had, like, the spiral drill attack that would fly across the freaking stage.
Yeah, and it was so fast.
It was so good. If anything, Frontier had a lot of really interesting, exciting, different monsters. It had some really boring ones, too, like Base Raviente. Got very old very fast. But other than that, like, there's a lot of really fun monsters. It also had things like what I would call the predecessor to Glavenus with Abiarugu. Which was actually a relatively tame fight, considering, if I remember it correctly.
Avia, I mean, it does have a one-shot move, and I think with its hardcore version. If I remember correctly, where it would swing up its, like swoop its tail from under you, lift you up, and then one-shot you.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. It was like I don't have a whole lot of memories of hardcore monsters outside of hardcore Contour, because I farmed that thing for hundreds of hours.
Oh man, I remember farming it with you. We enter area, flash bomb, everyone takes turns.
Yeah, it was like that monster was you hame it or you fail the quest. Levels of difficult. Let's see. Let me try to, as I'm mounting this monster, let me see if there's some of the stuff in the chat. There's a lot of chat that I've totally missed here. Yeah, in terms of monsters coming over from Frontier, Bizarre Coyote mentioned Espinus. I'm going to be the first to kind of dash those hopes, even if only because Monster Hunter, outside of Hypnocatrice, no monster has ever come over from Frontier, and that's because the director of the Monster Hunter franchise does not consider Frontier to be canon. And so we will likely never see any additional monsters from that game making it over.
I would like to make that correction. They did an interview, I actually have a screenshot of it, where it's not out of the question that they will bring some in.
Oh, I didn't see that.
The team has moved to the World Team, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah, that is true. So maybe we will see some of their stuff come in. That might... If so, let's talk about that. If they were going to bring over any Frontier monster that would make sense in World, because I don't think things like Raviente would make sense in it, unless they did it in like a siege-style fight, kind of like Cult of Tarath, in which case it would be really, really cool. What would you like to see from Frontier? And you have a lot more experience with the G-Rank monsters than I do. I have very limited experience there, so I'll let you kind of take the point on this.
Just in terms of what it fits into the World universe, I think Kamu and Nono definitely.
Yeah, I'd like to see more like wolf-style monsters, so they make sense for them to be in here. Trying to think what other cool monsters would be fun. Honestly, I think Ruko Dioro would be a really fun fight, although I don't know if it would make it into World. I have some fun memories of that monster, though. And Coyote makes a good point that Hypnocatrice has not been seen in a Monster Hunter game since Free Unite, so it's possible we get Hypnocatrice back, although I think that would be a really mediocre choice, if you ask me. It'd be like putting in a new monster and then bringing back Yigan Kaku, which is a questionable choice to say the least.
I would also like to mention, like, a lot of the Frontier movesets actually made it into like some Monster Hunter games. For example, Gypsaros, Hardcore Gypsaros had this special tail move where it would like stretch out its tail and like bend over and smack you with it. That's actually a Frontier move from Gypsaros, and it went to for you.
Yeah, I mean, so like, and I think it makes a lot of sense now. That's not especially hearing about that tweet. It makes a lot of sense that it's not out of the question that something like that could come in, and we'll see a lot more moves. And the World team has been doing a lot to make monsters a lot more unique and exciting. In terms of their movesets, like a lot of the G-Rank monsters got new attacks that are quite dangerous and deadly if you're not careful. I haven't fought what's it called? I haven't fought the tempered version yet, but just baseline in-game Lunastra is really, really hard in Frontier. Not Frontier, sorry, in Iceborne. I managed to catch it right at the end, or like right when me and a buddy were about to stop. Like it was actually Fel. It was me and Fel playing, and it took both of us like 4 carts to kill the thing. Luckily, in the Guiding Lands, you can't fail. We basically had no rewards left. It was a really tough fight to deal with, even with maxed out, or with nearly maxed out for the place where I'm at, G-Rank gear. That being said, Teostra, fantastic G-Rank fight. So far, one of my favorite fights in Iceborne. I would probably include Bonboro in that list of awesome fights too, but Bonboro is so common. Yeah, like it literally appears anywhere. Yeah, it's like in Lunastra on that point, you can definitely like deal with its effects. It's just really hard to do so. The timing is very finicky. If you flash bomber too much, as I use the in Iceborne, I use the trap cat because it gets explosive traps that do damage rather than capturing a monster, and so I use those as a really efficient way to do extra damage to monsters, even Elder Dragons. And they put down flash pods too, which can be really bad because it leads to things like. What's the best way to put this? Ooh, I disconnected from chat for a second there. But it leads to things like triggering Lunastra's Nova early and stuff like that, which is, yeah, it leads to her microwaving you and your party, which is really, really bad. And unlike Teostra, who you can, with at least solo, you can literally stunlock her, or stunlock him, I mean, which is pretty awesome, or at least keep him from Novaing. Oh, I am totally... Oh, it is up here. Never mind. But you... It makes it like it makes it really easy to keep him locked down and knock him down by just bombarding him with spread shot to the face. I mean, you would be knocked down too if you got shotgun to the face. Yeah, the blue flames are really nasty. It's almost dead. I didn't realize that.
Shall we charge together?
We should. So let us line this up. You want to just do a regular charge?
Yeah, we'll do a regular charge. On your mark.
All right, 3. Oh, hang on.
Oh no!
Well, it put my weapon up on accident because I wasn't in combat, which was really dumb.
Feels weird not having Chen being the mounting master.
Feels good to be the rolling master, though, as I roll through all of these roars. It feels really weird not to be able to clutch claw onto monsters, though. Like, it is actively annoying to not be able to mid-combo hit left trigger to fire Slinger Bursts. You know, and Kaede, the worst part about Lunastra that I found is that, so I actively tried to avoid Lunastra, thinking, okay, Lunastra's not gonna appear in the desert, it'll appear somewhere else, right? And definitely not the desert. So I maxed out my desert, getting ready for Gold Rothian, and what was the first thing I found? Lunastra. And then Lunastra again. And then Teostra, and then Teostra. Teostra is fun to fight, though, and it's actually a good fight there. I cannot get Gold Rothian to spawn. Also, Legiana Gem.
Congrats. I am not bothering to carve anything.
Yeah, I don't need any of this stuff, but it's just habit. Alright, one monster left.
The Powell of Lumus.
So on Palumu's subject, that is the Nightshade Palumu is easily the new fucking Hypnocatrice. Like, where it just puts you to sleep all the time. It's really, really frustrating, and I hate it. It's one of those monsters where I actively try to not fight it, because it makes me sad. I'm probably not going the right direction, but I kind of don't care. Okay, this is definitely the wrong way. I need to... Oh, it is... No, this is the right way. I jumped down here and then hang a left. Or a right or something. Something. I know directions.
Just... You're almost there, man.
I am good at video games. I've played this franchise for 14 years. This is not Monster Hunter related, but I've recently been trying to catch up on One Piece, out of nostalgia mostly.
I heard they announced a movie for that.
They've announced another movie. It's actually coming out, or it may already be out, the Stampede. But I am trying to catch up just with the base storyline out of pure nostalgia. But I'm starting to realize that, at least in this game, I am very much, without Scout Flies active, I am very much Zoro, who you'll tell him one direction, and he'll turn the opposite direction, because he's so bad with directions. It's just kind of almost a dead meme at this point, at least how far I'm in the series, but it happens all the time. He's the butt of everyone's jokes. He's not allowed to go anywhere alone. Nope, this is bad. This is very bad. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ah, dang it. I was 2 frames from hitting this thing with my final hit of the level 3 charge slash. Feels bad it doesn't crit, though. Lots of talk in the chat about weapons and preferred weapons and things like that, and mains. And I'm just going to sit here and be like, I'm heavy bowgun main because heavy bowgun's OP.
I have always been a greatsword pierce and will never stop.
Greatsword's good. There's a lot of fun things you can do with it, but, I mean, spread heavy bowgun is so satisfying. Like, people have gotten it with the special, what's it called? With the special scope and 2 spread modifiers and 100% crit and things like that. And weakening apart, they've managed to get it to where each pellet hits over 100 damage. And so every spread level 3 blast does 500 damage. It's ridiculous. Like, and you know, monsters still like a tier 2 monster, so like a Rothian, for example, has 19,000 HP. So 500 damage a shot is huge when you have 0 recoil and fast reload, and shield mods, like multiple shield mods. Can I not travel up through there? What the fuck? Oh, it's in the same room. I'm just stupid. I know games. Excuse me while I run like a bitch and heal. You didn't see me healing from Palumu. That didn't happen. This is a weakened Palumu too. It's a 4-monster quest. It has like no health. Oh, come on. Well, it's just not my day. I'm gonna put this Vitality Mantle on and I'm gonna cry in the corner.
Nice.
Yes! Killed with the slinger ammo! Can I not? Oh, I was in the middle of carving. Didn't realize it. You basically soloed Pink Rothian. We stomped Legiana and Ziziaku, and this monster gave us all sorts of pain. Just, I don't understand. Alright. Considering that quest took a long time, we may just do the last quest. But, we'll see what the chat wants to do with the fourth and final quest. Our next one, though, let me go ahead and swap over to see what we're looking at next. Relish the moment. Okay, this actually might be really hard with just the two of us.
Might take a bit.
This is Tempered Devil Joe.
Oh man.
Oh,
This was originally planned for 3 players, but no.
3 players and potential like last minute guest, but no.
Shall we pick something else?
I mean, we can, or we could just do that and make. Well, actually, you know what? We've been hunting for 40 minutes already. Let's see what chat thinks. Chat, what do you want us to do? Do we do Relish the Moment as our final quest? Do we do something that you guys else that you guys want us to see or want to see? We'll let you guys decide. We'll just do 3 quests this week instead of the normal 4, and we'll kind of take it from there. Also, welcome to Fireside Odin. I just saw you in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. And for the rest of you who are not necessarily chatting, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. So, what do you guys think? I'll keep in mind all of the event quests are currently live. We only ask that you don't ask for Call of Tarath because that's kind of impossible with our current level of gear and our coordination to do 2-player. So we'll let you guys pick what you want us to hunt, and then we'll kind of make a decision based on that. Let's see. I do not want to use that weapon. I want to use this gun, I think. We shall see if this actually works, or if this actually is going to be the quest I think it's going to be. Oh, I need ammo. That's also really important. I need this level 3. I need none of this. Well, I might need these 2. Pierce level 1 to make more Pierce level 3 out of. I guess Sticky level 1. Can I wear fire with this guy?
I have an idea.
What is your idea?
That might be more doable.
And what is that?
How about in time for, Halloween, we do something spooky?
I was thinking of the titling this episode, The Haunting with Friends podcast.
So how about Valhazak Tempered?
We can do Tempered Valhazak. I don't think I would use Pierce for that fight, but let me swap over to the Valhazak Slayer, also known as the Dark Devourer, the OPest of OP guns. All right. Bizarre Coyote says, yeah, let's do Valhazak. So that's 1 vote there. I don't see any other votes in the chat, so if you want to go ahead and post that up, I will go ahead and get set up.
Time for spookies.
Only the spookiest quest for our lovely viewers. Cluster Bomb 3, Cluster Bomb 2, Cluster Bomb level 1. I actually don't need Gunpowder level 3, but I'll hold on to it just in case. I need Bomb Berries. And sticky level 2s, sticky level 3s, which probably won't be necessary. We'll see. Poison level 2, sleep level 2 maybe? I don't know. I'm just grasping at straws here. If I solo it, I know exactly how many shots it takes and how, to kill it with cluster. I'm not soloing it though. And I did eat.
So you doing anything for Halloween, Grab?
I'm working.
Oh.
And then Halloween night, I might stream. I'll probably just be painting though. As some of you might know, if you follow me on Twitter, I also play Age of Sigmar, which is a tabletop war game, and it is one of my true passions outside of Monster Hunter. And so I'm building a new army currently, and it is a lot of fun. But I'm putting a lot of detail into this army, and it's taking a lot of time to paint it all. Like admittedly, I've not been really sitting down and grinding out paint jobs, but I've done 6 models for one unit. The unit is going to need 20 total, and this is just one of many units. And it's taken me like weeks to get all these done. So we'll see if how long it actually takes for me to get the whole army finished. Oh yeah, I probably should have put the effluvial resistance in my armor, but oh well. At least it's not Black Veil. That's all that matters. It'll hopefully be dead before it actually comes to matter. Ooh, I actually need. I think I need this. Yeah. Alrighty then. Yeah, Black Veil Valhazak, and hashtag spoilers here. We've been kind of a spoiler cast anyway. At this point, it's not really something you can avoid for Iceborne spoilers if you're looking at stuff like this. But Black Veil, if you don't have 3 points in effluvial resistance to make yourself immune to it, it's almost an unwinnable fight. It's really, really difficult without maxed out effluvium resistance. Oh, actually, what am I doing? I'm actually not going to go there. I'm just going to wait for it to come around over here. So I'm going to sleep it immediately.
Should I wait?
If you want to kill these guys swooping around, that'd be great.
I need one more to... Okay, done.
Much appreciated. Get your bombs ready, because it is coming. By the way, be prepared for sleep bombing to no longer be a prominent thing in Iceborne. The sleep and yeet strategy is way more effective.
No vibe checking.
It's a pretty good setup, though. I really like sleep and yeet. There he goes. It's asleep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just set him right here. I've got Wyvern Blast now. Or Wyvern ammo.
Standing by.
Oop, that's not good. I should have rolled there. We should try to drop the pillars on it too. Oop, that's not good. How I managed that, I actually don't know. I completely missed this thing, and it just sort of ran into my bombs. And I'm not getting any procs on Razor Sharp either, which sucks. Come on, give me procs.
Grab!
I'm sorry.
You got me with all of those shots in my mid-charge.
Rest in peace.
It feels bad.
Oh, that did not do what I was hoping it would do. Should have baited underneath some of these spikes and drop them on him. Oh, the teeth, I mean.
I actually don't know where they are.
Right here. And there's another one a little closer to, or a little over. I'm trying to aim for the wings, I promise. Okay, I got 4 procs there. Or 2 procs there, I mean. Okay, there's one more on the ceiling over here. You can kind of look up, there's like a jaw, and you can just, like, right underneath me here.
I see.
So these are 2 big-ass teeth that you can knock off. Oh man, all the Razor Shark procs, let's go! Okay, that was kind of dumb. You know, like, now that I think about it, I'm not sure you can actually get Black Veil Valhazak to spawn in the Guiding Lands. At least I've never seen it before. Okay, I'm actually going. No, we should be fine. I'm just running out of cluster shots, but I can always
It's like almost dead.
I mean, it should be nearly dead. Wait, Chen's logging in. Oh.
He's watching on my screen.
Oh no, that's totally going to miss. I was almost scared it was going to only hit you.
I was scared about that too. You're the scariest monster here, Grab.
It is pretty spoopy.
Oof.
Man, shield mods are so good in this game. Let's choose one of these. And cluster level 2s.
Ah!
Please give me more of those. And slipping. Oh, I'm gonna miss cluster shot going back when I go back to Iceborne because it's you basically the strategy now for cluster for any heavy bowgunners in the chat. You actually use like the final boss heavy bowgun and because it not rapid fires it auto reloads cluster level 3s. Not cluster level 3, sorry, that's the wrong one. Auto reloads Crag level, or sticky level 3s. And so you use that to knock monsters out, and then you cluster them when they're down. Alright, I'm all status shots now.
Well,
I don't know if that was you, or if that was me hitting it in the face with a, or in the chest with a poison shot. Wait, I have sticky shot. Let's go. Yeah, never mind. I'm just gonna totally whiff all of my sticky shots. That sounds like a great plan.
I am here for the loot.
I mean, we've been fighting it for more than 10 minutes, so no loot for you.
At least I get some of the rewards page. What's up, guys?
Oh my god. I am so close to being dead. That should not have hit me. Also, welcome, Chen. I'm going to run very, very fast, because if I don't, I will die. Also, I miss fighting monsters that stand still with big hulking heads that I can easily shoot with sticky shot.
Have you guys landed it yet?
No.
I mean, it's limbing off to the place where it goes to sleep, so it's almost dead.
I want to get one mountain now at least. Let's see if I can get.
Oh wait, hang on. Did I have crafts for more bombs? I did. Let's go. Sleep bomb number 2. Boom. Chin with his exactly 0 hits.
So long and thanks for all the loot.
Coming in at the very end to cash in on the loots.
Like a ninja. A leecher ninja. Still gonna do some more hunts after this, right?
I mean, I was thinking we would wrap it up after this, but since you're here, we might as well do one more.
Yeah, one more.
You missed all our fancy chats about Iceborne and how cool it is and how awesome it is. It's going to be on PC soon.
I can't wait. Can't wait for people to mod in the goose or something.
Oh my god, having that as a layered armor set would be so good.
Ridiculous.
Oh man, speaking of Entitled Goose Game, I got a chance to play through the whole thing recently, and it is such a fun game. It is a wonderful day on a quaint village, and you are an asshole goose.
I love that game so much, I make so much fan art of it.
Oh look, I got 2 garbage decorations, much like I get in Iceborne. Some things never change.
One time I was feeding geese at the park, and one of them hissed at me and started biting my legs. I kicked it.
And this is why you should never feed the geese at the park.
It just like walked up and was like mad because it wasn't getting enough food and started biting me in like the kneecaps. Like what? And so I just, I kind of put my foot under it, just lifted, and as I was lifting it, it let out this crazy. I was like, whoa, geese can make that noise. But yeah, I started behaving myself after that.
So we have 3 of us now. Do we want to fight the pickle? I'll leave it up to you guys. I say that as I'm changing into pickle fighting gear.
I think I made a seal.
Oh crap. Manage items, restock. Oh, I actually need to. Wow, I need to craft mega potions. Are you kidding me? Oh, I only have 20 honey. That's really bad. Well, this is what I get for not restocking my stuff more often. And this is totally off topic, but because my room is a bajillion degrees right now, I really need Texas to decide on what it's going to do weather-wise, because I really can't handle these 20-degree differences in temperature on a day-to-day basis. I want that, and I want... I guess we'll bring sleep level 1s. I have not posted it yet. So if you want to post it, you're more than welcome to do. Or if you've already done.
Did.
Oh, even better. Okay, I'm bringing Pierce and stuff to make more Pierce. Did I have Pierce on my radial menu? I think I did. If not, I'll have to be a bat hunter and just do it manually. Alright, available quests. Relish the moment. I actually have no idea where this monster spawns. in this map. This is not the this is not the tempered quest I remember. I think this is a different one.
Relish. Get it? Pickles, relish.
I guess I'll just go one. It's nice to know that the Monster Hunter, at least the localization team, knows how to meme with the best of us.
Wasn't someone in the community part of the localization team?
Maybe? I don't know.
I remember seeing something about it. A long time ago, though.
So Chen, now that you're here, though, if one monster were to join Iceborne from Frontier, what would you like it to be?
Espinos.
Espinos was a fun
The
fight.
first exclusive monster to Frontier would be an awesome addition to Monster Hunter, especially Worlds.
It would be a lot of fun. I did enjoy that fight a lot. I think I'm actually not sure what mine would be. Like, I guess of the ones that I've fought, I'd like to see an updated Gogamoa. Would be really fun to fight, I think. Or Pariapuria would also be really good. With it's like a mini Devil Joe that vomits all over the place.
I want to mount a Yama while it's spinning.
I really don't want Yama in the
It's
game.
not Frontier, but I love hunting. I love the hunting Yama. The most amusing fight ever. Just sucking all the monsters or all the hunters at the same time and they'd all die. Oh, that was great. And it had the creepy ass teeth too.
I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it because it's a boring fight. I do remember like laser beaming it to death though. So often that we actually had to stop and leave the rooms. It would fly to the top of the place where we could kill it.
And we would just sit around and wait.
That was a really exciting episode of the podcast, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna have to move because this is a lot of chip damage. I'm gonna try to sleep it in the trap.
Go for it.
Wow, that was a small number of sleep level 1s.
Well, I forgot bombs.
Rest in peace. I brought bombs because I'm a good hunter. Good luck, good hunter, and may you find your worth in the waking world.
Wakey, wakey, sunshine.
By the way, Agitator is a lot stronger in Iceborne because monsters are enraged pretty much the entire fight now. You slam them to the wall, it instantly enrages them.
Is that Capcom's attempt at balancing or something?
I don't know. I think it just happened to be that slamming to the wall does a lot of damage. It's basically like dropping rocks into a monster, but you can do it anywhere where there's walls. As long as they're not enraged, I should
That
say.
doesn't sound OP at all.
It's pretty strong, but it's a clutch claw mechanic, so you can only do it while the monster's not enraged. And so for most of the fights, since the monster's enraged all the time, it's not actually an eligible mechanic to use. Holy shit, though, Pierce is so weak in this fucking game.
Whoa, what the heck happened?
I don't
Oh,
know.
I probably hit my spacebar again.
Controller, best way to play.
Nah, not for gun.
I mean, for gun, yes.
I can eat Dodo Boy. Sure.
I mean, it's probably less accurate than it could be, but I prefer controller for gun. Okay, that was just barely in range. Oh, I'm gonna die from chip damage.
I fought her in.
It's too late.
Slam you with the Dodo.
Yeah, he basically the first attack clipped me, and I didn't expect it to clip me. And then the second attack, I was like, I was in range for the block, but I had so little health, I was gonna die of chip damage, and there was no way to dodge it.
Rip.
He's running away.
It was just one of those moments where it was your classic Fist of the North Star moment.
Bad luck.
I did not actually have that like I thought I did. Ooh, I need a craft all for this, please.
I hope you can kill this fast.
Do you think we're gonna fail?
No. Either way, it's a good thing for me if we fail or win.
How so? Question mark.
I really need to use a bathroom.
Do you want to like port back to
need
base
to
and let us fight this while you go?
No. I will see this through.
It's like I want to credit the team, even if I have to pee.
What a true hunt.
Kino here making the big sacrifices. Alright. On a side note, Heat Guard, most unappreciated skill in either Monster Hunter World Iceborne or Monster Hunter World.
But it doesn't reduce your TTK.
TTK? I'm not sure I understand the acronym.
Time to kill.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but if I get it for free by using Kulturoth Gamma pants, so... Like, it's not worth going out of your way for, but when you get it for free, it's really good.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. It's like one of those superfluous like skills you get from having a full set with all the skills.
Pretty much. What? So I got hit by that, and then it told me I was pinned, but then I just rolled and I was fine. And I'm so confused.
Working as intended. I remember the good old days when you had no reflections in the swamp.
Oh, original swamp
What
area.
the fuck? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I think the pickle likes you, Gravy.
It does, and I'm in gunner stuff, so I take more damage from physical attacks.
Pickles and gravy.
Oh!
That is a... I don't know.
Oh, I
Never
know,
tried
no.
it
I
before.
have two shield. What the fuck? I have 2 shield mods in this gun. I'm really confused. I'm really
Wait,
confused.
chat, pistols, pickles and gravy. Pistols.
Holy guacamole.
Holy guacamole. I'm so confused. I have 2 shield mods in this gun. I should not be getting hit by these attacks. I should be getting blocked. And yet it's somehow managing to hit me through my guard. Maybe their attacks are unblockable? Maybe? I don't know. That's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. No wonder I can't find my stuff. Okay, I'm going for another sleep. I've got sleep level 2. I'm gonna knock this fucker out so we can kill it.
Alright.
Well, barring if it hits me first and I die. Okay, I've just pumped 4 or 6 sleep level 2 into it, and it's still not out. 7, 8, there we go. Holy crap, the sleep goes up a lot on it.
Okay.
Maybe the Devil Joe had too much coffee.
Maybe, Jesus Christ.
Man, I could use some coffee too. Pickles and coffee, yes.
What kind of hipster menu is that?
Sounds like a movie theater in Texas.
Oh my goodness, that sounds terrible.
They're not at the same time, obviously, but I've seen places that serve both.
Oh, it's
Bring him
almost
back, insect, bring him back. Wanna fight him in the lava. Oh, he's coming back.
Hey, Bit Dragon Tamer 2, thank you for the follow. Is it limping? I can't tell.
Oh, I hope it is. My bladder says please. I need a life powder, maybe? No, I'm good.
Nobody guessed that I did not bring life powders. That's not a thing that happened. Hey, Bit Dragon Tamer. So we're actually we do a show. So basically, this will be the last hunt we're doing for the night. We do have a forum that we post up pretty soon, where we take guests each week. This week was a little bit more impromptu, so we don't have a guest on this week. But yeah, you do have the option to join in. We're playing on PC, and we'll get that that up for you as soon as we do our outro. Nice.
Reminder: don't push this.
Yeah, don't put space.
Because of the stupid laptop keyboard.
I have best strategy for not pushing space. Don't use keyboard.
You. Controller master rate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so used to playing it with controller on PS4 that like I just go back to it. I even play.
Down.
That's gonna miss.
I converted from a console after my parents took away all my consoles. All I could play on was a PC. That was a long time ago.
I mean, I bought it for console because it came out first, and I really wanted to play it, so that was just kind of the natural progression of things. But I got it for PC too, because I have a bunch of friends who play on PC.
Yeah, same.
I have a bunch of friends who started on PC and then refuse to listen to anything I say about why what they're doing is wrong. Oh no. Okay, we're good. Angry Pickle. Why won't you die? Oh no. Nope.
Life powder.
Staying on the ground. It's not limping. I'm probably doing very minimal damage with this gun. I don't feel like I'm getting any like major hit zones on it.
It's a very durable pickle.
It better die soon or else I'm gonna die.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That's really funny. You know, just port back to base and go pee. It will not be dead by the time you get back.
It's almost dead. I need to put that effort.
It's not almost dead though. It's not even
It
limping.
looks like it is.
It's not even limping.
I'm not a bitch.
Did
I
my
can do
cold
this.
run out? Wow.
I need ballistics in this set, damn. God damn it.
It's at like, oh.
I thought I aimed it right. I did not.
No, this is good, Grab. Because guess what?
You can go pee.
Go pee.
Go pee. We'll talk. We'll chat about some stuff real quick, and I'll get some of the links up for everything while you do that, and then we'll do our outro and call it a night. Well, we have proven that I am the new Dishonored by the
The guild.
by the guild, or Dishonored by the guild. I
celebrate.
I carded 3 times the same monster, but this monster is causing me so much grief. Like, when I beat it the first time on PS4, I had to use a lance. Gosh, dang it. I'm back in the freaking... I'm so spoiled by the default back to the Gathering Hall option from Iceborne.
Oh, that's a new.
Yeah, it's a
Dude, that's such a quality of life upgrade. Such an improvement.
Such a quality of life. So good. But there's a lot of good quality of life stuff. Oh, hey.
Yeah, I think I'm about 80% ready for Iceborne. Don't have all my attack jewels yet, but at least I got the endgame gear that I want to be using.
I actually got an attack jewel to drop in Iceborne. Attack jewels, by the way, are not worth farming. Because the damage on weapons goes up, crit is better than raw for most weapons. And that's because like it just doesn't scale as well as 100% crit chance with Master's Touch.
Oh yeah.
And then things like the Garuga Greaves beta are objectively the best pants in the game. For most sets, like they're that overpowered. All right, guys. So let me go grab those links real fast while Kino takes her leak. And
I already did it.
And look at you on point. That's actually not the link I wanted to go to. I need to go to... I scour through Facebook posts to find this.
I posted it on my main page. Links there.
It's not coming up in here, so I have to actually search. Man, look at me, all prepared for stuff. And here we are. All right. So, guys, the I'll post first the application link. This is basically it's just how we pick our guests for the show. There are a few requirements, like you have to be willing to talk and stuff like that, because we want to chat with you, talk about things you enjoy, things that like your first Monster Hunter game, how long you've been with the community, that kind of stuff, your favorite monsters, kind of things. But you can apply there. All the only requirements you have for PC. We think it still has a what's it called, a hunter rank requirement. It says 50 on there. I think we're gonna just dial that back and just make it to where, as long as you played the game before, like honestly, if you're low rank, you'll still hunt too. I think it's just more fun that way, and we'll get a chance to kind of use fun weapons and laugh and cut up and stuff like that. So we'll be definitely checking that soon. So if you want to come hunt with us and be a guest on the next podcast, please do fill that out and send it our way. We'll be very happy to have you guys on. That being said, also I'll go ahead and link Kino's page. Let me just go here and get the actual link here. This is her Facebook page. She does a lot of cool sticker stuff, and I'll let her promote herself while I get this posted in the chat.
I do lots of Monster Hunter fan art, and by a lot, I mean a lot.
She also does really cool stickers and things, and you should buy some because they're cool.
That too.
Also, let me turn Ching's image back on in the thing, so because I had his little Narga hidden there. On top of that, we have, you can follow me at twitter.com/Gravion. I'll post that in the chat as well. And that's a good place to check us out if you want to hear when the podcast is going live, because we're kind of, we don't have a set schedule just yet. Hopefully we'll get that sorted out in the next few weeks and have something a little bit better. So you can get there. You can also check us out, our VODs out on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Laoshan Destroyer, and I'll post that as well. As I have to type things out now, because I'm totally prepared with all these. Which should be the Gravion YouTube channel. And that's a good place to catch the VODs if you ever happen to miss a stream. And those will be up generally 2 days afterwards. Apologies to anyone who missed episode 2. I didn't post the VOD to YouTube. Obviously, with things that happened, I kind of got distracted with things that were more important, and the actual VOD itself was lost to the ether. So we will try to have Fell back on at some point to do another episode. He was a very fun guest to have, and we'll have him back hopefully sometime in the future to actually have his VOD on YouTube, because he was a lot of fun to play with. That being said, Ching, where can they find you?
On my old YouTube account. This is Awkward of the South.
You can catch him there with his cool stuff. I don't know. Are you posting anything recently, or is this just is it all just like archive stuff?
Yeah, I'm kind of a social media ghost nowadays. It's mostly archive stuff, but that's where I'm most active on. Want to see what I'm up to?
All right, and get it. You can find his stuff there, and then Kino. You can also find her on Twitter. Are you Kino Kashi there, or Kino Creations?
Kino Creations on there.
Kino Creations, and we'll go ahead and put that on there as well. And this is just more of stuff there. Also at Kino Creations on Instagram, right?
Yep.
Awesome, and so you can find us there if you want to follow us on social media for a little more info. I also post a lot of miniature painting and stuff like that, and a lot of Warhammer things. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff too, you can come check us out there. That being said, we'll catch you all next time. It was nice to be back. Nice to be back in the saddle once again after my family thing. And I am very excited for Iceborne. I'll catch you all later. This has been Gravion and The silence is deafening, Cheng.
And check.
Signing out.
Watching Family Guy. See ya.